The question of who a child's father is seems simple and deeply personal. In Nigeria, however, it becomes a legal puzzle. The country operates a pluralistic legal system, meaning one question can lead to three different legal paths, and the answer determines everything: inheritance, custody, and a child's place in society. Nigeria does not operate under a single legal framework on this issue. Instead, three systems coexist: customary law, Islamic law, and statutory law. Each has its own approach to determining paternity. Despite their differences, they all begin with the same principle: the presumption of legitimacy. Before any evidence is considered, the law assumes the husband of the mother is the father of the child. This rule protects a child's legal status and social identity. It ensures the child has rights and a clear place within a family structure. First is customary law. This system is not written in a single code, but drawn from the traditions and practices of Nigeria's many ethnic communities. Customary law still begins with the presumption that the husband is the father. The case of Magwalu versus Magwalu reinforced this approach. The court held that anyone challenging that presumption carries the burden of proof. Courts therefore examine practical questions. Did the husband and wife have the opportunity to be together? Was the husband capable of fathering a child? Was there evidence another man could be responsible? Courts may also consider blood tests. The approach is therefore practical and fact-driven. The second path is Islamic law, or Sharia. Its rules come from religious sources rather than community traditions. The foundations lie in the Quran and Hadith. Because of this, the method of determining paternity follows a structured religious framework. In Rabi'u versus Amadu, the court described a four-step inquiry. First, there must be a valid marriage. Second, the marriage must have been capable of consummation. Third, the child must be born within the accepted gestational period. Fourth, the husband must not have formally denied paternity. Timing is crucial in Islamic law. Classical jurists recognize a minimum gestation period of about 6 lunar months. If a child is born earlier than this period after consummation, the husband may deny paternity. Formal denial occurs through a process called li'an. It is a solemn religious procedure in which husband and wife swear oaths before a court, invoking God as witness. Through these reciprocal oaths, the husband may legally disassociate himself from paternity. The third path is statutory law under the Matrimonial Causes Act. This law governs marriages conducted under the Act across Nigeria. Here, the presumption of legitimacy becomes extremely strong. In Oduche versus Oduche, the court held that the presumption cannot be displaced by mere suspicion or doubt. The evidence must be strong, clear, and conclusive. The law often describes the standard as irresistible proof. Even evidence of adultery may be insufficient unless it also shows the husband had no physical access to the wife during the relevant period. A modern development appeared in Anozia versus Nani. The court held that an adult cannot be compelled to undergo a DNA test without consent. Scientific truth, therefore, does not automatically override individual rights. When these systems are viewed together, a striking pattern emerges. Customary law, Islamic law, and statutory law arise from different sources: tradition, religion, and legislation. Yet they share a common objective: protecting the legitimacy and status of the child. What differs is the method of rebutting that presumption. Customary law relies on practical evidence and factual inquiry. Islamic law uses structured doctrinal rules and the oath procedure of li'an. Statutory law demands exceptionally strong proof, before legitimacy can be displaced. These legal rules are not abstract theory. The determination of paternity affects inheritance rights, custody, financial responsibility, and a child's legal identity. In many cases, it determines whether a child belongs fully within a family and community. As DNA technology becomes more accessible, an important question arises. Biological truth can now be established with remarkable accuracy, yet law is not concerned only with biology. It also protects social stability, family relationships, and individual rights. The future challenge for Nigeria's plural legal system is therefore clear. How will customary law, Islamic law, and statutory law adapt in a world where scientific certainty increasingly confronts legal tradition? The interaction of these systems will shape how courts balance science, culture, faith, and protection of children in years ahead.